Friday and the end of the week coming, key events and data coming up shortly, but first a glance at the headlines today. The ECB keeps rates on hold, deferring any cut while it assesses the extent of the Eurozone's economic downturn. The Bank of England earlier opting not to pump more cash into the economy, though economists polled by Reuters say more QE is still on the cards. And China begins a week-long congress that will usher in its new leaders for the next 10 years. Outgoing President Hu Jintao warning the incomers that corruption could be fatal to the party and adding that China must strengthen its armed forces and protect its sea territory. On to tomorrow then, and China still in focus. Economists polled by Reuters say factory output and investment numbers likely picked up steam in October. Stronger numbers should limit the chances of aggressive government stimulus. North Square Blue Oak's Miranda Carr says the data should show money is coming back into the country.
Key thing that there's more funds are flowing back into China, having been sort of outflowing for most of the rest of the year. So that's leading to basically a pick-up in lending, pick-up in investment, and also in things like the real estate market, that's picking up too.
In other data of note, German inflation numbers expected to be unchanged for October. Trade numbers earlier today showed exports slid at their fastest pace since late last year. That adds to growing evidence that EU's largest economy is not immune to the Eurozone crisis. In commodities, OPEC releases its monthly oil report. Oil prices rising today after a slump of almost 4% on Wednesday, the biggest fall in a year. But gains checked as the US fiscal cliff is back in focus after the election, and ECB President Mario Draghi says the economy is to stay weak. In company news, Crédit Agricole reports just days after S&P revised its outlook down from stable to negative. The French bank says the sale of Greek lender Emporiki will take €2 billion off its Q3 earnings. International Airlines Group announces Q3 results. The company ran an operating loss of €253 million in the first half of 2012. Plans for restructuring Iberia are also expected, along with plans to approve up to 7,000 job cuts. Earlier today, IAG made an offer to buy a 53% stake in low-cost Spanish carrier Vueling. And German insurer Allianz has predicted better than expected third quarter results, with its operating profit tipped to reach €2.5 billion. It says all business segments are doing well, especially asset management. That's our look ahead to Friday. Join us tomorrow when we sit down with the Kardashians to find out what's so brilliant about British clothing retailer Dorothy Perkins. I'm Angeline Ong, and this is Reuters.